Ryan Clark, you don't have to give that take any real whatever. I'd like to see Josh Allen play well enough to win, and if he does not play well, if they have the Eagles game, we'll probably come in here and say the quarterback did not play as well as he could have. There are games where he doesn't play as well as he could have. I don't know if there's a point total. Maybe we'll have the same kind of game we've had the last 2 years where the defense gives up 29, 30 points, and they have the ball at the end, and then they don't come through. And we'll have a third season of, X number of points should be enough to win you a game. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens on the other side. Good morning. It is Buffalo Bills game day. Jeremy White, Nate Geary with you. Happy to have you along on a snowy Sunday. If the game were here in Buffalo, it might be a nice little atmosphere. Instead, it's in North Florida, and a cold front going through there. It's going to be in the 60s today, from what I understand. So anyway, be listening
perfect.
to the ECMC halftime show. ECMC Go Where the Bills Go. Nate and Sal recap the key moments of the first half, bring you up to date on the Skyworks stats of the game. Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from ground up. Let's now get connected with some fans. Brought to you by Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Buffalo Bills. Paul in Buffalo. Hey, Paul.
Hey, there we go, boys. Let's go. Not the team I usually call for, but I'm pumped up because two players on this.
Paul, we can give the Sabres a little bit of love. They won again last night. I was at the game last night, sellout Saturday crowd, and a lot of Bills love at the game too. Chants at the game, walking out of the game. It's Let's Go Buffalo, and it made me feel all warm and fuzzy, the cohesiveness of the sports town in general, not just the Bills town. And this, it felt right. So, shout out to Sabres.
Amen, Jeremy. And tomorrow we're going to celebrate a double victory Monday. And I'm telling you, I love watching two players on the Bills. Josh, obviously, but the other guy that I love to watch is James Cook. His vision, his poise, his balance, and just the physical specimen he is. He's going to break at least one today. I look for him to crush 100 yards, and if he gets 20 carries, he's going to be well over 100 yards. I think the Bills' offensive line is their second-best position group, probably tied with the running back position group, and I look for them to take care of it. I do worry about Josh Hines-Allen because he has had a tendency to really terrorize us in games against Jacksonville, but I think James Cook and Josh Allen and Deion Dawkins and Spencer Brown, Sabre fans that they are going to take care of it for the Bills. Let's go. Double victory Monday tomorrow, boys. Have a great show.
Thanks, Paul. James Cook earning second-team All-Pro honors, and I love to watch him play, too. He is, every time they hand him the ball, it just feels like you're watching what could be the start of a great run, and he has had some great runs this season. He picks his way through. His vision is elite. His contact balance is elite.
Yeah.
So second-team All-Pro, totally deserved. In the break, Nate and I were talking about it. I think second is perfect. Bijan had an incredible season. Does more, is an incredible pass blocker. I'm not trying to take anything away from James Cook. I just don't think it's a snub. I think it's a perfect spot. Second team All-Pro.
Yep.
That's a serious honor for James Cook.
No doubt about it.
Yep.
Yeah, Bijan just is. There's really not too many other running backs there's not really a lot of players like him in the league.
Yeah.
So
he's a violent pass blocker. He's
everything. He's everything.
803-0550. Allen, Cook. I'll give you something else I'm looking for today, and jog your memory here. When's the last time the Bills punched a ball loose?
A while.
They're due.
Yeah.
That's got to happen today.
Yep.
I don't know if that's something they'd focus on. If you could be a defensive coach and just walk into the meeting and be hey, it's been a while, guys, since anybody's punched a ball out.
Yeah.
How about punching a ball out today? This is a team that did this in the game against Baltimore last year, right? Terrell Bernard punches the ball loose from Mark Andrews. That's a huge play in that game. This defense has not generated as many turnovers as last year, but they're capable. So
mighty capable.
Whoever it's going to be. Is it going to be Taron Johnson? Is it going to be Christian Benford? Get me a peanut punch. I want to see Twitter light up with peanut punch, and see if the Bills can get a turnover today. Can you count on that? Maybe not, but I feel like they're due for one of those.
I'll say this. Taron Johnson's kind of a name. There's no Terrell Bernard today. And I do think that there's going to be I know he hasn't had the best season. It would have been nice to have him available, especially with Shaq Thompson, not 100% with his neck injury. But Taron Johnson, to me, had, I think, a very uncharacteristic season. I think there was some early injuries, and he just never really found his footing. They have to have somebody on this defense. Now, to me, in the regular season, I'm going to look at Cole Bishop as the guy that, probably 3 or 4 games into the season just stepped up and was like, That guy's playing above what I think all of us thought he was capable of playing this year. They need a guy in the playoffs to do that. And Taron Johnson has already done this in his career. Back in 2020, he elevated his play in the playoffs, makes the biggest play maybe in Bills franchise history in the playoffs. They need, I don't know if it's Taron Johnson. I don't know if it's, frankly,
Andre Jones. It's got to be somebody.
Christian Benford has been, it's like the offensive lineman. It's like Osiris Torrance. You don't talk about him, and it's probably a good thing that you don't talk about him because he's an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
He doesn't wow you, but he's important, and nobody makes plays on him. And I think Christian Benford has been that guy since like week 7, is you just don't hear Christian Benford's name. Someone in the secondary. Now, this is important to note, is last year, was it last year or 2 years ago? 2 years ago, where Trevor Lawrence throws 4 interceptions a game and they still win.
Yeah, comeback.
This is an offense, you can turn them over. And I still think that he and this offense has the ability just to kind of keep coming at you and keep coming at you. But turnovers, I think, will be huge in this game. I think if the Bills win, if they're undefeated this year when they win the turnover battle.
The Bills?
I believe so. They have not lost this season when
If
they've won
they
the turnover.
I don't know, but the turnover battle to me is often a lie. If you want me to get in on that, I will. I don't have to, but I will.
I generally agree with that.
Because the Bills have fallen into big holes this year while winning the turnover battle.
Sure.
And then late in the game, you try and you throw another interception. It's like, oh, look, you lost the turnover battle. You know who lost the turnover? Okay. Carolina, 2 turnovers to none, had the lead against the Rams.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. But I didn't mean to get off your point. You want to protect the ball. You think Allen can they win if Allen just plays smart and protects the ball? Can they win that way? I know, like, I'm in that question is built in, like, well, what if he throws a pick? Like, I feel like I'm going to need the offense to not be scared. I'm not just checking it down everywhere. You're going to have to let it fly a little bit, even though this Jags defense does force turnovers quite a bit.
Yeah, I would say that if their game plan today is conservative Josh Allen, he throws for 179 and a score and rushes for another touchdown, I think it's just such a mistake. I think it's the same mistake as the Jacksonville Jaguars bringing up a guy from the practice squad so they could run the ball more. I just think that one of these two teams has to be smarter than that. And I sure hope it's the Buffalo Bills, because I just feel like if you want to talk about experience being something for the Bills, to me, it's more about Sean McDermott's experience over Liam Cohen in that he's already bleeped up a couple of times in these games. And I would hope, and more so, I would expect. I'm going to say this. Here's what I expect from Sean McDermott. I expect Sean McDermott to be the more aggressive coach. I expect Sean McDermott
Let's see if that checks out here.
I'm not saying in the regular season. I'm saying today.
Yeah. Right. No, yeah.
Because I think Sean McDermott has watched conservatism be the reason they've lost games in the playoffs.
Well, let me give you a good example. Both games last night, teams got uber aggressive. Carolina, first possession of the game, 4th and 1 from their own 44. That's the first set of downs. They went for 4th and 1.
Yep.
They did not get it. Ben Johnson early in that game. Why are the Bears digging a hole? They were going for 4th downs and not getting them. But they won the game. You had two teams getting aggressive, and it got them into an early hole, but they did get out of that hole. The Jags this season, how often they go for it when they should, a little bit below the Bills, but pretty good. There are a lot of teams that are better than 50% going for it when they should.
I just, because in my mind, as we're having this conversation, I went back to last year. The Buccaneers' wild card loss against the Commanders. Baker Mayfield had 18 attempts.
How much is that Todd Bowles versus Liam Cohen?
He had 15 completions.
Yeah.
He had a good game. They didn't throw. They had almost 30 rushing attempts to 18 passing attempts. Please, Liam Cohen, do that again. There's two scenarios that happen. If Trevor Lawrence has 18 completions, they are blowing the Bills out. Or they've played exactly into the Bills' hand.
Right.
There's like no in between on that.
803-0550. I'll give you 3 things I'm looking for. 1, 10 targets for Kincaid. 2, a peanut punch. They're due. It's been a minute. And 3, a Cole Bishop message sending hit. Bishop's been good on that. There's a piece in The Athletic this week. Dan Pompei wrote about Sean McDermott and how one of the things he did, he sat down with Cole Bishop and said, you got to start punishing these receivers. And how did he respond? He blasted Nico Collins in that Texans game.
Yep.
And don't forget this year against the Chiefs, Bishop lit up Travis Kelce's ribs.
Yep.
Like a big hit. Bishop has shown he can be a big hitter. And I got Brian Thomas Jr., who has been accused of having some short arms this year. So, I'm kind of counting on Cole Bishop today. I've been
I think so
in
too.
love with the player he has become.
Yep.
After being someone that, the Bills, I think, doubted him at the start of the year.
No doubt.
Sean McDermott said, we're looking for somebody to play next to T-Rap.
And that changed.
Turns out it's Bishop and Poyer. But whatever. Like I'm kind of looking at Bishop today, leaning on him. And then one more thing. Sorry. Thank you for Andrew for tweeting this in. Like things I'm looking for today. Second and medium, second and short. I'm looking for passes, not just runs. No sneaks on 2nd and 1 to earn a new set of downs.
I'm not holding my breath on that.
Be a little more aggressive on 2nd and 3
it's just the
or less.
easiest thing for NFL coaches. This is not exclusive to Joe Brady. This is a nationwide emergency.
Some teams, right, you've got your expected your pass heaviness. I can get you the numbers on this too. Ben Baldwin does track this, like the league, how often they pass versus run on 2nd and 3 or less, and where the Bills are. And in playoff games, I feel like they've been conservative in the spot. At least against an offense they're afraid of.
Sure.
Did they play this one like they're afraid of it? Maybe, maybe not. 803-0550, it is Buffalo Bills game day. Vibes are high. We're feeling good. We're talking about it with you. You can give us a ring at 803-0550 and 1-888-550-2550. Jeremy White and Nate Geary. We'll be back in a snap. It's brought to you by Snapdragon Apples, the official apple of the Buffalo Bills. Time for your calls. Bring them. Also tonight on WGR, Westwood One presents the Texans and the Patriots. Another AFC wildcard matchup. Nope, that's not right. It's the Chargers and the Patriots. Sunday Night Football on WGR, brought to you by New York's Outlet Liquor. When you need to stock up, it's the place to buy a case. And by Armor Heat, do it right for the first time.